massive waves, powerful riptides, and dangerous animals. Don't visit any of these beaches anytime soon. Here are the top 15 most dangerous beaches in the world. Number 15. Hanakapiai Beach. With its pristine sands, picturesque landscape, and a vast blue ocean, Hanakapiai Beach in Hawaii seems to be the perfect spot for a tropical vacation. But travelers beware, this ocean paradise isn't always what it seems. The stunning seawaters hold some of the strongest tides of any beach. Due to the lack of any protective coral reef, the waters here have yanked multitudes of swimmers deep into the ocean to their deaths. Because the beach is so dangerous and inhospitable, there's no main road leading to its shores. Those who are intent on making it to the deadly beach will have to navigate through the wilderness to find it. Number 14. Cape Tribulation. The word tribulation means great trouble or suffering, and that name is perfectly fitting for this dangerous beach. Known as Cape Tribulation, it runs along the coast of Queensland, Australia, and boasts beautiful sandy shores and pristine waters. But just like Hanakapiai Beach, Cape Tribulation is a giant booby trap. Well, it's actually a multiple booby traps. If you decide to swim, you'll first be greeted by stinging jellyfish. If painful jellyfish stings don't deter you, you may not have the luxury of leaving after the next obstacle. Large crocodiles have made their home in Cape Tribulation, and they aren't too keen on sharing the waters. Number 13. New Smyrna Beach. Located along the Atlantic coast of Florida, New Smyrna Beach is an extremely deadly place that somehow manages to continue attracting surfers year after year. Although some thrill seekers make their way to its shores in hopes of catching some rad waves, they do so at a big risk, as New Smyrna Beach is one of the deadliest beaches on planet Earth due to an abundance of sharks. The shark-infested waters lead to multiple shark attacks every year, but considering it's located in Florida, it's no wonder people continue to test its limits. Number 12. Gunspy Beach. As it turns out, some of the most beautiful places in the world can also be the most dangerous. Unfortunately, that's exactly the case with this alluring beach found in Western Cape, South Africa. Known as Gunspy Beach, this stunning beach boasts gorgeous, clear water as well as a clean, sandy bank. But unfortunately for anyone who thought they'd make their place a tropical paradise, they might want to reconsider. The waters of Gunspy are infested with bloodthirsty sharks. In fact, Gunspy is home to a shallow channel known as Shark Alley. Just by the name, you can tell that you probably don't want to be swimming in those waters. Furthermore, tens of thousands of sea lions arrive at the place every year, meaning the sharks here are more than ready to feast on anything they see swimming around the water's surface. Number 11. Skeleton Beach. This is a beach on this list with a fittingly eerie name. Known as the Skeleton Coast, this beach runs along the northern Atlantic coast of Namibia. The beach is known by many terrifying alternate names such as the Land God Made in Anger and the Gates of Hell. The upwelling of a large ocean current causes dense fogs throughout the year. Also, the winds blow outward from the land and the climate is particularly aggressive. The waters at this beach are home to numerous shark species, and the current has caused countless ships to wreck. In addition, hyenas, lions, and other predators can be found strolling the beach, perhaps in search of an unfortunate shipwrecked sailor. Strangely, the beach has become known in modern times as a great surfing spot. Still, you wouldn't want to be caught during inhospitable winds on this beach if you were sailing, especially in the days before modernization. Number 10. Chowpatty Beach. Located in Mumbai, India, Chowpatty Beach has some of the most polluted waters in the world. Because of this pollution, the sea at Chowpatty has been reported to be completely unsuitable for swimming. In addition, the sandy shores of the beach are littered with scraps and pieces of salvaged ships and other gear. The waters have also been used to dump garbage and other waste from nearby Mumbai. All of these circumstances are quite unfortunate, as the beach was originally a beautiful location. Over the past couple of decades, the beach has only gotten worse and worse. And in 2011, a large cargo vessel sank in the sea and dumped 60,000 metric tons of coal into it. Unfortunately for anyone wishing to take a dip in the Chowpatty Beach, they may want to think twice. Swimming in heavily polluted water can result in serious illness. Number 9. Fraser Island. Located off Australia's eastern coast, Fraser Island is a culturally significant island that's listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has a population of only around 200 people, and it's the traditional home of the native Buchala people. But despite its culturally rich history and gorgeous appearance, it's not necessarily the place you want to go for a quick dive. Swimming in the beaches at Fraser Island poses a risk that you probably want to shy away from. The waters surrounding the island are located with irukandji, a species of jellyfish that's one of the most venomous in the world. These jellyfish are only about a cubic centimeter large, but their sting will cause agonizing pain and serious illness. People who have been stung have also experienced vomiting, sweating, and anxiety. And in the worst cases, these jellyfish have caused death by sending their victims into cardiac arrest. We're constantly adding more people to the Top 5's production team to bring you all the best content. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on and hit the... The Lofoten Islands, which are found in the far north of Europe, contain some of the most stunning views found anywhere in the world. In addition to their picturesque mountains, cliffs, islands, and seas, the archipelago is one of the best places to watch the northern lights. Although viewing this place through photos might have you wanting to take a dip in the striking sea, you may change your mind when you get there and try sticking your toe in the water. The Lofoten Islands are located north of the Arctic Circle, and if you know what the Arctic means, you can probably guess why you don't want to swim in these beaches. The waters surrounding the islands are 46 degrees Fahrenheit. And in case you're wondering how dangerous it is to try to swim here, anything below 60 degrees Fahrenheit is considered life-threatening to swim in. While the Lofoten Islands of Norway are gorgeous and should be visited by anyone looking to catch the best sight around the world, you should stay on dry land. But with the combined views of the landscape and the northern lights, there should be plenty of things besides swimming to keep you entertained. Number 6. Playa Zipolite. The Mexican West Coast has some of the most striking wildlands found anywhere in the world. Located on the southern coast of Oaxaca, Mexico, Playa Zipolite is a gorgeous beach area made famous for being Mexico's only nude beach. After hippie culture made its way into Oaxaca in the 1970s, the area quickly became known for its youthful and vibrant culture. The name Playa Zipolite is translated from the Zapotec language as Beach of the Dead, referring to the terrible fate that awaited those who have attempted to swim in it. According to a local legend, the Zapotecs gave the bodies of their deceased to the sea. But every year, multitudes of travelers arrive at the rocky coast to visit the famous nude beach. As the only nude beach in the country, it's a prime destination for enthusiasts. Unfortunately, for those who like to make themselves comfortable, they won't be able to get too comfortable. The strong riptides that crash against the rocky shores are powerful enough to either yank swimmers out into the sea and drown them, or bang their bodies up against the rocks. Either way, you might want to stay on the sandy shores if you decide to visit. Number 5. Dumas Beach. Dumas Beach is an artificially created beachfront that sits along the Arabian Sea. It lies just to the southwest of the city of Surat in Gujarat, India. The urban beach is a popular destination for tourists in the Gujarat state. The beach is quite a nice scene. It's also known to have black sand, which is a highly unusual occurrence. But if you're someone who believes in or fears of the supernatural, you might want to stay away from this beach. While most of the other deadly beaches around the world feature sharks, poisonous snakes, or toxic pollution, Dumas Beach houses a different sort of danger. The place is famous for being one of the most haunted places in India and the world. Before the place was renovated as a public beachfront, it served as the cremation ground. According to reports, Dumas Beach is now home to spirits of the deceased, and they continue to stroll the beach every night. But these poltergeists don't simply exist to scare people away from the beach. There have been a number of mysterious disappearances associated with the beach. But if you aren't scared of ghosts, king cobras have also moved into the area. Amazon beaches. In case you happen to be traveling to the Amazon jungle anytime soon, you might want to listen to this before you decide to go, especially if you plan on hopping into any of the rivers down there. As with any of the world's most famous natural wonders, the Amazon jungle is on the bucket list of millions of adventurers around the world. As such, it's been explored countless times by people from all corners of the earth. But what's so impressive is that much of the jungle remains a mystery. It's home to isolated tribes and some of the deadliest animals, and those animals are part of why you wouldn't want to go past any of the riverbanks you might stumble across in the jungle. The murky waters in the Amazon are full of some of the deadliest water dwellers in the world, including electric eels, gigantic snakes, and flesh-eating piranhas. And that's not counting the venomous insects that fly through the air. While being stung by an electric eel might be a terrible experience, one particular foe found in the Amazon is much worse. The candiru is a tiny fish that's the most feared creature in the rainforest. According to numerous reports and studies, the candiru swims into a human penis and lodges itself there using sharp barbs. Once it's in position, it devours the flesh from the inside. If that's not enough to keep you out of swimming in the Amazon, then you might be the most fearless person on Earth. Number 2. Kilauea. On the southern edge of the Hawaiian Islands lies a massive volcano that many have feared for a long time. But due to volcanic activity, a strange yet beautiful natural occurrence has sprung up in the area. In fact, this is one of the only places on planet Earth that has a black sand beach. When lava from nearby active volcano flows into the ocean and collides with the water, the lava is quickly cooled down, causing it to crack and break into pieces. Once the ocean currents continue breaking up the cooled lava, it's essentially turned into grains of black sand. This black sand is then washed up onto the beaches at Kilauea, creating some of the most unusual beaches found anywhere. Although they are beautiful, it might be dangerous to spend too much time near one. When Kilauea erupted in 2018, it sent lava over an area of nearly 14 square miles. The eruption also caused irreparable damages to about 700 homes, and it also destroyed a number of important Hawaiian sites. The total damage came out to about $800 million worth. Unfortunately, countless people had to be evacuated and leave their homes, and 24 people were injured by the eruption. Fortunately, nobody died. The event was a 4-month-long series of eruptions. If you do decide to check out the black sand beaches, you might not want to wait around for the next eruption, as the 200,000-year-old volcano remains one of the most active in the world. Number 1. Northern Territory, Australia. Australia is quite a large country, despite technically being an island. After all, it is technically the only country that spans across an entire continent. Although it's a huge landmass, a large island is still an island. As with any island country, its citizens love surfing, sunbathing, and all other kinds of adventure or oceanic activities. But for all their love of beaches, there is one location in Australia that has an unusually inactive shore. With a population of around 150,000 people, Darwin is a city in Australia's Northern Territory that has become notorious for its dangerous beaches. Due to an abundance of deadly box jellyfish, the shoreline of Northern Territory is one of the most dangerous swimming areas in the country. The venomous jellyfish infest the beach waters between October and May and are referred to by locals as sea wasps or stingers. Box jellyfish, named for their cube-shaped bodies, have been responsible for numerous human fatalities throughout history. One species in particular, known as Chironex fleckeri, has tentacles that grow up to 10 feet long. Once they come into contact with human flesh, they release countless microscopic darts that inject their victims with highly deadly poison. Because of the issue with jellyfish and deaths caused by them in Australia, anyone wanting to swim in the beaches of Darwin are advised to do otherwise. And if the jellyfish aren't enough to keep you away, sharks are also a big problem in the region. Finally, saltwater crocodiles are commonly found swimming in the area. Watch our nature playlist for more top 15 videos about beautiful nature. Sit back, relax, and binge watch all of our best nature videos.